Hey, what's up? It's J.Hall from the HipHopMatrixShow. And we are here at the nation's capital at Washington, D.C. for the Justice or Else March on the 20-year anniversary of the Million Man March. It's been 20 years. Go figure. So what we're going to talk to a couple of people, ask them how they feel with the movement, things of such that nature. There's been a lot of social issues that's been coming along, and we're going to get a diverse opinion of a lot of people out here. Some of these people are going to be speaking direct. No soft ears. All right? First of all, what do you think about the march thus far?
Well, I'm really glad with the turnout. There's a lot of very beautiful, very conscious Black people here, and I've been excited to see that the people on the podium were a very diverse group of people of color, recognizing our unified interests.
Actually, I think I'm just really honored to be here. I wasn't blessed to come 20 years ago. I was a little young, but I'm just blessed. The culture, just to see everyone here peacefully marching, it saddens me a little bit to know what's going on, and not a lot has changed in 20 years, but I'm still hopeful.
I love just the energy, because it's energy for movement and work, and that's what we need. We need people to want to leave here and go do work wherever they came from. That's the biggest thing.
What does the term justice or else mean?
I think it means we have a responsibility to make sure that we stand up in our communities and that we take a voice and that we go out and we stand behind that voice.
Normally in the streets, justice or else means, like eye for an eye, in some circumstances. But I think it just basically means for today that, we want justice or else. We're going to do whatever we can as a people by any means necessary, whether it's through voting, whether it's through rallies and protests of this sort, to affect change.
One of the speakers actually had posed that question, and I think his answer to his own question was whatever that means to you. And so what we can do as a collective, but also what we can do as individuals. What can we do to better ourselves as a community?
Is there anything that you think that our first Black president could have done more? Or do you think he's done enough?
He definitely hasn't done enough. I think he can actually do more once he's out of the presidency.
I think he came into the White House with a lot to fix, and I think I would want everyone to remember that even though he is a Black man, he is the nation's president. So he is not only Black people's president, so his only problems cannot be what our problems are.
He's done a lot, but I think he has an obligation to do more. So, the first part of our preamble, right, is to provide for the common defense. At what point does that include us as Black people? Right now, we are not being defended.
What's an action that you would like to see take place right after this movement?
Well, I would love to see actually other movements, gatherings in other cities.
I think it starts with the education with our youth. We need to have our own schools, and just what they're teaching now is just not working.
We have to learn how to treat each other better first before we can expect for others to treat us great. So I think that, just in our everyday walk of life, we need to respect one another as African Americans, as brothers, as sisters, and then, people on the outside will begin to respect us as a people.
I would love to see some concrete, we won't receive justice until it's this. And there's none of this compromise. No, this is deliberate. This is what we want.
I think for me, the mind has to change. Once the mind changes, everything around you will change. So that's what I hope that everyone will get from today.
All right, it's J.Hall, HipHopMatrixShow. Hope you appreciate all the diverse answers that you got. We're here in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, for the 20-year anniversary of the Million Man March, otherwise known as Justice or Else. Now, there's going to be a lot of things we're going to discuss, a lot of movement. What you got from people won't change. They want something. They want something they can actually touch and they can feel. Everybody agreed on one thing. We need to be active. We need to be doing something. If you don't vote, you don't really got too many to complain about. And if you only vote and don't do nothing else, you ain't got nothing to complain about. So do something. Get involved, get active, get organized, and do something positive.